Hello, sweet souls. This is your last reading of the day, and I had to put my jacket on because I was freezing, which is odd for me. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive, sent toward myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angels, saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good of the beautiful collective. So let's see. I keep seeing that tower in there. Let's see overall energy. Overall energy. Yep. Heartache and loss. Somebody's in heartache and loss because you are standing your ground. I feel like you've been dealing with a tyrannical energy, someone that likes to control, dominate, be really bossy. And so you're like, no, I'm not doing that. Sorry. Your reign of terror is over. You're focused on your own passion. And I feel like this is causing someone to feel heartbroken because they no longer have control over you, which is pretty sad. You shouldn't try to control anyone. March or July could be significant. 37 or 73 could be significant. Okay, let's see. Current energy. Sorry, my nose is itching. All right, current energy. Obstacle. Advice. And outcome. Milk and honey. This is emotional fulfillment. This is happiness. This is joy. This is feeling lighthearted and free and just so much happiness. So many things to celebrate in your life. So current energy, you're happy. You're happy to be free. You're happy to be celebrating. Someone else, the obstacles, they're in chaos and conflict. The advice, they want you to know you have a leg up. You have this spiritual realm aiding you, helping you, protecting you, guiding you, and your luck is changing. That's the outcome. Your luck is changing. I love this. So, let's see. Tell me about the happy. You know, happiness is a free will choice. You know, you can go through the rest of your life looking at anything and everything to be unhappy about. You will always find something negative. So, it's a free will choice to maintain the vibration of love and to be happy. And that's what you're doing. Happy. Wow. Your happiness is highlighting to someone that they planted bad seeds. This was poor planning. This was reaping what they have sown. They're changing their perspective, but it's your happiness. Had you not chosen through free will to maintain a high vibration, a happy energy, then this person would have continued to live in la la land and thinking that they made the right decision. But because you're happy, they're seeing from a different perspective. They're not happy. They're seeing you look amazing. This Queen of Wands energy came out on part 2. That's you. Like you are so confident and passionate and driven, and you could be having a lot of exciting adventures. Things are really changing in your life for the better. And this person, it's just highlighting to them that what they chose, they're not happy with. They're in mental anguish. They're haunted. You know, they're just haunted. Let's look at the obstacle, chaos, and conflict. Yeah, they're in chaos and conflict because this person is toxic. They're obsessed with all kinds of things, but namely here, they're saying they're obsessed with money and it's all blocked. So this is the source of the conflict. Why? Because they live in La La Land. 7 of Cups. They're delusional. The advice, you have the spiritual realm backing you, a leg up, which is beautiful. A leg up. Oh, I love it. And what the spiritual realm is saying here, with the Hermit energy, you may be in this period of isolation, a lot of reflection, a lot of healing and growth, and just staying private and protecting your energy. But what you don't see with the moon, what you don't see coming, the spiritual realm is saying, they're a little matchmaker, because what they're calling into your or they're guiding into your reality is this King of Cups. Someone that's loving and kind and intuitive, someone that has a lot of empathy, someone that you will build a legacy with. You will build generational wealth with this person. And the spiritual realm is guiding this person towards you. Today's been a day of love. It really has. It's a passionate new beginning for you, a gift, because you deserve it. Serendipity is changing your luck. Serendipity. Is it changing your luck because you are, whether you realize it or not, are entering into a phase of new connections, new contracts, new love, celebration. For many of you, it is love. For others, it could be business contract. But this is going to shift your luck for the better. This is going to be a dream come true. Look, it's good news. It's good news. Milk and honey. Milk and honey. Milk and honey. Yeah, look at this. So you learned the lesson when it came to dealing with karmic partners in the past. You were accepting crumbs. You deserved the world, and you were accepting crumbs. But you learned this lesson, and because you learned this lesson, what's coming in quickly is a partner that is going to share your vision for a happy home, a happy life, an open heart, a loving relationship, building together. This is the new investment that you're going to make. Because love is a battlefield. And you've been fighting a battle. You've been fighting a battle for what's right for you. And you've learned the lesson, so you're dropping the burden, and now God is blessing you with a divine partnership. It's amazing. All right. With happy, your happiness is highlighting someone else's poor planning. Someone else reaping what they have sown. They've changed their perspective because they see how confident, courageous, how powerful you are, how beautiful, how handsome. Happy. And you're happy. That's the most important. You're happy. Happy. Yeah, this person here, it feels like, again, like from part 2 with the King of Pentacles, they chose money over love, and all they do is spy on you now. Fake accounts. We know. But they're gaining truth and clarity about what's important in life. And it's not money. It's not status. It's not sex. It's love. Yeah, because when you have love as your baseline, when you choose love, you cultivate. That's not even a word. You cultivate blessings, financial blessings, abundance, prosperity, peace. This is what they're discovering. They're surrounded by chaos and conflict because they're toxic, they're dark, they're obsessed with money, and they're in an illusion. This is someone that lives in la-la land. Chaos and conflict. They're in chaos and conflict because you forged a new path, you turned your back to the past, and you predicted their outcome. You predicted that they would be defeated. Whatever they were doing, they were going to be defeated. You predicted it, and it's come true. With a leg up, advice, you have divine assistance, or it is coming true if it hasn't come true yet. You have divine assistance. What you don't see in this period of isolation is that you are attracting this King of Cups. The spiritual realm is bringing this person into your life that you're meant to build a legacy with. This is definitely hidden from you, but it's a passionate new beginning, a gift, a leg up, because you did the work, you healed your wounds, you leveled up. Yeah, it's good news. This loving partner, Page of Wands, good news, King of Cups, is a gift for the Empress because you leveled up, you did the work, like I said. So now you're in optimal energy to attract this amazing partner. With serendipity, your luck's changing. You're embracing a new beginning. This is a new start, a new adventure, celebrating your life. Freedom. I just feel freedom. And it's attached to a new contract, whether love or business. It's changing your luck. Serendipity. I also see that you've been chosen by God to teach and guide others by way of communication, whether this is professionally or privately or publicly. Like you're out in town and the divine brings someone in your energy and you're inspired to speak something. Whatever that looks like, you're embracing this. You're embracing what you're guided to do. I do feel like with the Two of Pentacles, you could have multiple things going at once. I do feel it could be balance as well. Whatever it is, it leads to victory for you. But I feel like there's going to be multiple avenues, multiple opportunities. Like I said, you could have a main job and a side gig. You could have multiple projects going on at once. But there's a change in your luck because it's leading to victory. With Milk and Honey, after being breadcrumbed, after being beat down or made to feel like you were lacking or less than worthy, you learn that lesson, you close the cycle, and now you are attracting this amazing love where someone is going to give equally to you. They're going to be very loving and kind and loyal, and it's happening quickly. This is a new investment. Milk and Honey. Milk and Honey. It's divine intervention for sure. It's going to restore peace and harmony, and whoever this person was from the past, they're very narcissistic, low vibrational, King of Swords on the fence, and they're carrying heavy burdens. Why are they carrying heavy burdens? They're carrying heavy burdens because they embraced a new beginning, and it was a reckless action that was taken, and they know it was the wrong decision. With the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck, they're feeling sorry for themselves, not being accountable that they're the ones that made this decision, that they threw away your relationship, never being accountable. Instead, they would rather feel sorry for themselves and play victim, which is going to get them nowhere in life. Absolutely nowhere. What's going to happen is they're going to continue to attract karmic energies in all areas of their life: work, love, friendship. They know they made the wrong decision. They feel foolish. It was from a space of ego, and now they see you shining so bright in the Nine of Pentacles energy. That's got to hurt. So let's see. What else? I'm going to grab one from this deck real quick. Show me what is the collective? What do they need to be focused on right now? What does collective need to be focused on right now? Heart guardian, love and letting yourself be loved. That's what they want you to focus on. The vibration of love, attracting new love, being in love energy, making a free will choice to wake up in love energy, happiness, emotional fulfillment. Like I said, you can find a million reasons to be miserable, to be depressed, to be angry, to be bitter. You can also find a million reasons to be in love energy. You decide. Trusting your talents in changing times. Trusting your intuition, where your intuition guides you. I want to ask real quick what this past person would say to you if they had the courage. What would they say to you? I don't think that you care. I think you're so happy to be liberated from this person, and you're so happy at the thought of having real divine love. I don't think you care in the least. I just don't. But let's just see, since they came out here. What would this person say to collective if they could? I don't react when people mention you. They pretend they don't care, because they would rather play the victim. They need people to feel sorry for them. I'm so attracted to you. Still in lust energy. I can't stop thinking about you, and this is why you may be picking up on this person's energy. Reject and rebuke it. I wouldn't entertain it. You and I were too young, so they're saying that you were too young. There's no excuse for bad behavior. There's no excuse for evil. When you have done horrible things to someone, this is not an excuse. I'm becoming a better person. I don't see any work that this person has done. I feel that they may try to tell you that, but I'm telling you, they haven't changed. There is no change here. I feel you leaving me behind. So they may come in and tell you they're becoming a better person because they know you have freed yourself. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. That's you. You're grateful for the lesson, but you're also grateful to be free. I knew exactly what I was doing. Yeah, they knew when they were putting 10 swords in your back, when they were heartless and cruel, when they watched you cry. I had no empathy. They knew exactly what they were doing. It's time for me to heal now. They need to go heal. They know they need to heal, but they're not doing it. All right. Let me see. I want to ask, why aren't they happy with the third party? For those of you that you were involved in a third party situation, why aren't they happy there? Why aren't they happy with the third party? Why aren't they happy with the third party? They're not happy with the third party because they see how amazing you're doing. They see that you are beautiful, you're handsome, you're passionate, you are building your legacy, generational wealth, you are receiving blessings, and they don't want it to end. So they're comparing you to the third party. So how do they view the third party? How do they view the third party? So they're overly emotional because the third party gives them anxiety, stress. They're overwhelmed, sleepless nights. They know it's falling apart and they're trying to keep it hidden. They don't want the third party to know that they know it's a mess. It's a train wreck. How do they feel about the third party? How do they feel about the third party? This person is recognizing that they were in their ego and they chose the third party, that it's toxic. There's no love. There's no emotional fulfillment. There's no stability. There's just a bunch of partying and overindulging. Yeah, this person could be unwell. This person that they're with creates conflict. The person they're with could be putting them in competition. What's the Five of Wands? Yeah, they feel like it's not fair. They're stuck with the third party that they chose. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Oh, this person. So they made this investment and it was because they were stubborn. They were in their ego. They wanted to win at all costs. This was to wound you, the Empress, and it backfired because they only bound themselves to an unhappy situation and you set yourself free and moved on and are attracting new love. So yeah, there's the illumination. The truth is coming to light about who they've worked with. Which is a karmic that is bringing in defeat. They also see you are co-creating with God. You're helping others and you're building a legacy and you're doing it on your own. A Nine of Pentacles is a lady of luxury or a man of luxury. You're building something that is going to be very prosperous, very grounded, very stable, financially secure. So it's like they don't have any respect for this third party. They see this third party as immature, childish, not stable mentally, someone that plays games, but that's just who they are. So they are in a relationship with the exact version of themselves. I mean, this is who they are. So I don't know what they expected was going to happen, but this is what happens. What does collective need to do when it comes to this person? What action should collective take, if any, when it comes to this past person? Block this person. This person is a player that's been battling you because they want to win, and it's all because their ego is wounded. They're saying, block this person. Keep moving forward. Turn your back to the past. How should collective deal with this energy? This is someone that is being motivated or inspired by the enemy, devil energy, to come for an earth angel. It's a war between light and dark. And they're in regret because it hasn't worked. So they're just saying they're in regret and they're miserable because they couldn't take you out, because the enemy is the one running the show and this person's reality. They're bitter because this person thought they were going to receive money and they were deceived, manipulated. And so this is why they're bitter at you, because they made the wrong decision. It has nothing to do with you. And they see how amazing you are. They know that you're calling in a divine partner. They see how confident and driven and how protected you are by God, and they can't stand it. They can't stand it. Yeah. And this person is bound to a third party for greed under judgment. Still in an illusion. What are they in an illusion about? They're in an illusion, believing that the work they've put into this karmic dynamic is going to pay out, but they're surrounded by so much conflict. They're stubborn. They don't want to quit because in their deluded mind, they think that if they hold on a little longer, that they're going to get a payout from the karmic. Well, what's the outcome? Because we already saw the Tower. The outcome. Queen of Pentacles, that's you. Grounded, stable, financially secure. Mental anguish. They've tried to block your creative projects, but love wins. So they're not going to be able to do that. You're still building your legacy and generational wealth. Moving on to peace. Travel, relocation. What's the outcome? A divine union coming in for you, a partner. The outcome is you're going to block this person from communicating or projecting energy, and they're going to be heartbroken. It's going to end in heartbreak. Yeah, it's all that manipulation that they sent toward the high priestess being returned. Dark magic. If they did dark magic, if they paid for dark magic, whatever they paid to happen to you is going to happen to them. That's the outcome. So whatever they did to you in your relationship is what the karmic is going to do to them. If they cheated, if they lied, if they stole money, this is exactly what's going to happen to them in the karmic dynamic. The karmic is going to do the exact same thing to them. Mark my word. This is what's going to happen. It's crazy. All right. I think I'm going to cut the reading off short here today. I love you guys so much. I am scheduling for the 3rd week of October if you are interested. Please share the videos, like, and subscribe. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Get excited. Do your part. Stay in a high vibration. Choose through free will to be in happy energy, to be in love energy. Go about your life and just be open to whoever comes on your path, because you are definitely going to receive love. I wouldn't communicate with anyone from the past, but use your own discernment. All right, guys, that's the truth. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.